Yeah, the makeup is the makeup is listen. The makeup is looking good. It's just like, am I Aaliyah J now? Am I Jackie I now? Am I Jackie? Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So glad to have you guys here today. As you can see by the title, down in the description box, today we have a makeup tutorial. Honestly, this tutorial is long overdue. Like, I should have done this tutorial last summer, but here we are today. When it comes to makeup, I want to say I struggled. When I first started makeup, I used to struggle. Like, I would insert some pictures of my makeup like 3-4 years ago.
Oh, jump scare.
You're just gonna see like how I just evolved because I just kept practicing. So today's video, I'm gonna show you guys some tips, some tricks, some products, and I hope that this helps you to get better with your makeup. So no long talking, let's get right into the video. So jumping right into the video, as you can see, we are up close and personal. Like, I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. I had to put my hair up because I don't like anything on me or in my space when I'm doing my hair. And if you guys see me looking down, it's because I'm looking down at my mirror. So yeah, let's get right into the makeup. So I've already done my eyebrows. As you can see, my eyebrows are sisters and not twins per usual. This is one thing that I struggle with, so I cannot give you guys an eyebrow tutorial, but I can give you guys everything else. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm gonna do after I've done my eyebrows is I'm gonna prime my face. I've been loving the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. As you can see, all I have right now is the trial size, and literally it's down to its last. But yeah, I've been loving this primer. I need to go back and get a full bottle. So I just put that all over my face. Now I just let this sit for about 30 seconds before I move on to the next step, only because it's kind of wet right now and I want it to be tacky. So let this sit. Now the next product that I use is this color corrector, and this one is by e.l.f. If you guys can't see, I would definitely leave everything in the description box down below. But I've been loving this color corrector because, as you guys can see, in this area of my face I do have some hyperpigmentation. So what this does, it just helps it to cancel it all out and just helps my foundation to blend seamlessly on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with this. And I just put this to everywhere I feel like my face is a little bit darker or I have dark marks. Then I just use a flat foundation brush and I just blend it out. One thing I like about this product is that it is buildable. So if you're still able to see your dark marks, you can always go back in as many times as you need to. So I usually go back in like twice, but we'll see. Now I'm gonna go back in, like I said, just for added coverage. A little bit. There we go. And then I'm gonna blend. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down. Honestly, I could go back in for a third time just in this area over here, but you know what, this is fine. I'm not going to be going anywhere after this video, so that's okay. Now we're going to move into foundation. My favorite foundation of all time is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I think this is the hydrating one. They do have like a mattifying one. However, I was on vacation and I have 2 of these foundations and both of them are too light for me. They're both like my winter shades. So yes, I'm gonna go on with the next best thing for me, and that is Reliable Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this is in the shade 355 Coconut. I just love this foundation. I don't know if I told you guys, but I have combination skin, so this part of my face, my T-zone, is very oily, and then around my face is dry. But I don't know, this matte one works for me. I can use the oily one as well, but I just prefer the matte one. So I just take some, put it on the back of my wrist, the back of my hand, not my wrist. It's about how much I take. Then I just transfer it onto my skin. Now I want to say, when you are finding your foundation shade, not only do you have to match the foundation shade to your neck, but you also want to make sure that you have the right undertone. So for me, I kind of want to say that I have a medium, I want to say that I have a neutral undertone, but I can get away with like wearing golden undertone products. What I cannot get away with wearing is products that have a red undertone. So when you go to Sephora or Ulta and you ask them to color match you, please, please, please make sure you are getting the right undertone as well. So after I put my foundation on, I just take this Real Technique brush and I just blend, blend, blend. Honestly, don't be afraid to be rough because we're gonna clean this up later, but yeah, just blend, blend, blend. Make sure you're blending your neck, most importantly. And this, like the color corrector, this is very buildable as well, but me, I just go in with about a layer. I just go in once with this. And then if I need it in some areas, I'll just go back in those specific areas rather than going over my entire face. Now, after you put your foundation on, you want to go grab a clean, damp beauty blender. Both of those things are really, really important. It has to be clean and it has to be damp. And what you're going to do, you're going to take this and you're just going to pounce it over your face. So what this does is when you're applying your foundation and you're swiping, this is just going to help to blend out, you know, any harsh lines. And it's also going to apply foundation to any part of your face that you missed. Next, we are going in with our concealer. For concealer, I like to use the Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer by Too Faced, and this is in the shade Mocha. This is such a good concealer. It is thick, it is creamy. So how I apply my concealer is take it, wipe off some of the excess. Now I just put a little, you can see what I'm doing, because I feel like if I explain it, it's going to be all over the place. This is all you need for concealer, because when you blend it, it's going to be enough to fill in this area. You really don't want too much, and like everything else, is buildable. If you put too little, you can always go back. If you put too much, it's kind of hard to blend it out, especially if you're beginning. Yeah, start off small. And again, like I said with foundation, you really want to make sure, you not only want to make sure that the concealer is, I'm going to say 1 or 2 shades, maybe 3 shades lighter than you, but you also want to make sure that it is your correct undertone. If you are beginning and you're struggling, I would probably only get a concealer that's like 2 shades lighter than me. Anything else might be a little bit difficult to blend out. But yeah, I just apply this concealer to everywhere that I want to be illuminated on my face. Honestly, I really feel like I've had the same makeup routine since like 2016. I haven't really evolved with the girls, but it works for me still, so that's exactly what I do. Now I just go in with a damp, clean beauty blender. Again, very, very important. I just blend out where I put the concealer. And when you do that, you want to make sure you stretch your face. So yeah, elongate your face.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months.
Honestly, I think because I was on vacation so long, this concealer looks a little light for me, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. And when you blend your concealer, you kind of want to blend it in like a triangle motion. So like you want to blend it in this area, if that makes sense.
But she don't love me, she too scary. My hope is fun like Jackie Brown. I wanna love her, she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime, just some me time.
So next, for a brighter under eye, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Satin Finish, and this is the color Tan Walnut. Honestly, if you know, you know. e.l.f. has really, really good products. This foundation is nice, it's thick. I've never tried this as like my main foundation, my main concealer, sorry, because I just love this one by Too Faced so much, but I definitely would look into this. You know what, maybe next time I'll come and I'll give you guys a full drugstore makeup routine. Yeah, e.l.f. is definitely really, really good, especially as a beginner. Yeah, I definitely would check out e.l.f. So what I do with this, I just take this and I just put this in the inner corner of my eye. Just a little bit, because a little bit goes a long way. Now, when I blend this concealer out, I'm only going to blend it out to about here and about this much. I really don't want my entire under eye to be concealed. I just want directly under my eye to have that highlight, if that makes sense. But yep, we'll go back in with another clean beauty blender and blend, blend, blend.
Sit in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much my wealth.
So after you're done blending out your concealer, you want to go back in with your foundation brush and just blend out the edges of your concealer, just to make sure your concealer and your foundation are just one. You don't want anyone to be able to see where one ends and the other one begins. So just lightly blend, blend, blend. And then like before, I would just go back in with the beauty blender that I use my foundation on, just to make sure I didn't leave any streaks or any casts or anything like that. Now it's time to set our face. Anytime where you put something cream on your face, like cream foundation, cream contour, cream concealer, you have to make sure you set it with the powder, just so that product is set in place and does not move. So the powder I'll be using today to set my highlighted areas is the Sasha Buttercup. Honestly, I absolutely love this powder. This powder is like, I've had this powder since like 2016. Now, at first, it used to give me flashback because I didn't know how to use the powder. But now that I know how to use the powder, yeah, I don't know. This just works for me, and I'm a prime believer. And if it's not broken, do not fix it. So this is what I use. Oops. I don't even know if they still, I think they do. I got this on Amazon 100 years ago, but I have other powders, but this is the Sasha, just gets the job done. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use this powder. So take your beauty blender. You can use the one that you were using previously, like to do your foundation and stuff. You wanna dip some in here. Now you could do number one, you could dab it on here. But me, I just blow it off, so. Do not just dip it in here and put it on your face. That's why I messed up before. Please blow it off or pat it off. You just want a little bit. Again, it's buildable. So elongate your face and just press it into your skin. Everywhere you put the concealer is where you need to put this powder. Now with my makeup, something that I really struggled with was two things. First of all, like I said, I have oily skin in my T-zone, so I need to make sure that I set right here by my nose or else it will be oily. And I also used to get laugh lines or smile lines, which are, see these lines? So I need to make sure that I set those places extra well. So I just let this sit for about a minute or two just to marinate. Now while I do that, I'm going to move on to my contour. I was going to come on here and show you guys how I cream contour, but I do not cream contour on a daily basis because when I'm lazy, I just find that it's pretty unnecessary. So I'm a powder contour girl. I really feel like it gets the job done. So the contour that I use, that I've been using for 100 years, is the Black Radiance True Contour Palette. And I think this is medium to dark. Yes, it is. As you can see, I've hit the pan on this. I've had this for 100 years and it works. It works. So for contour, you just want to make sure you have like a slanted brush. And I just take some on this brush. Again, dab off the extra, wipe off the extra, and I contour my face. Now when I apply my contour, I make sure that I'm applying it up. I do the same thing on this cheek. It just adds some like dimension to my face. I do my forehead. And now when I contour my jawline, I contour down, just so my jawline can be snatched and it can just appear to be a little smaller than what it actually is. And honestly, everything I said is true for cream contour. When you cream contour up, and your jawline, do it down. Like I said, I'm just lazy and I don't really feel like I need cream contour. Now, funny enough, I do not contour my nose either on a daily basis. I don't know. It just works for me. But yeah, for the sake of this video, I will contour my nose. I would just take another slanted brush. I think this is like an eyeliner brush. It's slanted. I'll just go in here with this. Have off the extra. Now, even though I didn't cream contour and I powder contour, I'm still gonna go ahead and chisel out my contour using this powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Deep 35. Now, when you are putting powder under your concealer. I like going in with a shade a bit darker. I feel like Sasha Buttercup is a bit too bright. This is a perfect color. Honestly, if they had darker, I would go darker. It just gives you that chisel, that snatch look. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. I'm gonna take a beauty blender like this. As you can see, it has like the flat surface right here, which is exactly what I want.
My type, they're my dog and he know what I like. He done found me plenty in my life. Problem is I meet a girl tonight, then I go and treat her too nice.
All right, so now it's time to finally brush away all of my powder. And something else that I forgot to mention, you see how I did all the powdered stuff together and I did all the cream stuff together? That's very important. You don't want to be setting your powder and then putting on cream contour. So make sure you're doing all your cream stuff together and all of your powder products together. It'll just help you in the long run. Now, after I'm done wiping off my powder, I will go in with this Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I just like this because, I don't know, I just feel like the powder kind of like dries my face out. This, in my opinion, it helps to just add some hydration to my face, and it kind of blurs out the ashiness or the dryness from the powder. So I think any like rose water spray would work, but I just like this one. So after that's just about completely dry, I'm gonna go in with this pressed powder. This is, what is this? This is the Dual Finish Pressed Powder by Lancome. This is in the shade 550 Suede, and it has a C beside it. 550 Suede, I don't know. Yeah, now, funny story about this. When I first used to do my highlight, I used to always over highlight. Or I could never find a concealer shade that was 1 or 2 shades lighter than me. I used to always get something that was like 10 shades lighter than me, and it will always look bad. And this is here to save the day. Now, I don't really think that I need it today, but I guess because I've been using it for so long, this is like my holy grail. If you ever highlight or you bake for too long, or you just feel like your face is just white, it's ashy, this is the pressed powder for you. As you can see, I've been using this for 100 years because look, I'm at the pan. Another one that's really, really good, I think it's by Black Radiance. It's like this big circle powder. I don't have that one only because it used to break. Like I had like 4 of them and all 4 of them broke. This one, I've had this since like 2018. As you can see, it hasn't broken. So yeah, I just take the same brush that I used to dust off my powder, and I just go in with here and I just dab it in here. And this just helps to set my foundation as well. So I just put this all over my face, honestly. Now it is time to move on to my favorite. Honestly, I feel like I say everything's my favorite, but I love to set my powder and I love to do my blush. Blush is like my favorite. So the blush that I use is actually an eyeshadow palette. This is the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. Now I use this pink shade and I use this brown shade. If I'm feeling kind of risque or I just want something brighter, I will go in with the orange shade. But for today's video, I'm going to use the pink shade and the brown shade. I just grab this big fluffy brush and I dab it. Go into the pink shade first, wipe it off, then I go into the brown shade. And the way I apply my brush is I apply in a W. So I go like this way and this way. Yeah. I just love blush. I just feel like it's just a great addition to my makeup. It just makes my face, it just adds some color, some dimension to my face. Before blush, my face kind of looked bland. This has the potential to be pigmented, so I just make sure that I'm dabbing it lightly. Do not press it in too hard because you will get a big, it's gonna be hard for you to blend out if you do it that way. So I just dab it in lightly and I just keep going back in for more if I need to. And I tend to over blush because why not? Because why not? Now, if you feel like you've over blushed or you've done too much, you can always go back in with your foundation brush to just kind of like calm it down. And then after your foundation brush, just go back in with the beauty blender just to make sure everything is blended out well. I'm gonna do that right now. It just tones it down a bit just to make sure that, you know, it's not too in your face, but this is fine for me. I just love blush. Now, lastly, we're gonna go in with our highlighter. I recently went back to this highlighter. This is Hustler Baby by Fenty Beauty. Honestly, I started using this again, like, I'm gonna say 2 months ago, and I'm like, why did I stop using this again? This is really, really good. Let me open it. open. I think I got this with the lip gloss. I don't know if she still sells it that way, but that's how I got mine. Now, where's my beauty blender? Because I'm going to show you guys how I apply my blush now. My highlighter now. So I take a beauty blender and I just dab it. Again, make sure you dab off the extra because, again, it's pigmented. You can always build it up, but you can't take away that much. I just apply. These days, I really don't feel like I need highlighter. I'm not really big on highlight as much as I was before, you know? Like the craze has died. Blush is kind of doing what highlighter used to do for me. Like I used to love a good highlight, but now I keep it kind of simple. Again, if you over highlight, take your foundation brush, blend it out, blend it out, blend it out. Now for my nose, I just take my finger. I just dab it on my nose. So moving on, now I'm going to spray my face. The spray that I absolutely love is the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I put on the screen, but I don't have any more. But when I went into Ulta, the lady convinced me to get the Porefessional Super Setter. Yes, this is what it's called. And I've absolutely been loving this. It's such like a misty atomizer, and it just sets my face so well. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. Okay, there we go. It doesn't even feel like you're really spraying your face, so this is really good. After my face is dry, now it's time to add my lashes. These are the lashes that I use. I think I got these on Amazon, but honestly, I think that they sell them on AliExpress as well. Now, these lashes, I think these are like, I want to say they're 25 millimeters. I know the girls are kind of like moving away from that, but this works to me, so I'm going to keep wearing these lashes. I absolutely love this. Let me put them on. I got to put it on off camera because if I try to put lashes on camera, I'm gonna be here all day, so BRB when the lashes are on. I am back. Lashes are on. The glue is still kind of wet, so it's gonna stick to my bottom lashes. But speaking of bottom lashes, I got this mascara from the beauty supply store. I don't even know what mascara this is, but I'm just gonna put some mascara on my bottom lashes. I don't know if I can tell, but my hand slipped, so if you see something dark right here, honestly, you can't really tell, but whatever. I tried. Now, my next favorite part, and I think that's the last part, is my lips. Now, when it comes to lips, I keep it really, really simple because I'm just a simple girl. Let me get my clean off my lip. So I feel like I have makeup on there. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line my lips with this brown lip pencil that I got from my local beauty supply store. Honestly, I sound like such a YouTuber because y'all know YouTubers, like everything is from a local beauty supply store. This one was from a beauty supply store. Not sure if it was local, but it was from a beauty supply store. It's called, what is it called? It's called Ultra Easy Lip Liner. Oh, it's by Kiss. Okay, yeah, so they sell Kiss in beauty supply stores, so definitely get this. I also use like MAC Chestnut or anything else, but to save money, this pencil had to be no more than $3. Definitely get a brown pencil like this. I don't see a specific color on here. Oh, I do, it's dark brown. I'll leave that in the description box down below, but yeah, this is a great pencil, and just line your lips. When you're done, just press it together. Just so you don't have like a harsh line. Yeah, the makeup is the makeup is looking good. Next, I go in with Pink Cosmo by e.l.f. Love Pink. Me and Pink Cosmo are like locked in. And honestly, just looking at it in the mirror, I don't know how it looks on camera, but in the mirror, I kind of want to leave it like this. It's just like, am I Aaliyah J now? Am I Jackie I now? Am I Jackie? Now, some people will kind of go in with like a clear gloss, but this is a gloss in and of itself, so I just leave it like this. And yeah, y'all, this is this is the makeup look. Let me kind of zoom out so y'all can see. Yeah, this is the makeup. When I come on YouTube, 10 times out of 9, this is the makeup that I do. It's not because I have a choice. It's really because I don't know how to do anything else except for this makeup. Let me get my hair out. And it just looks cute. It looks... So yes, here we have my full face of makeup. Honestly, on a regular day, this takes me about 25 minutes, 20 minutes if I am rushing. But honestly, as a beginner, take your time, do not rush. I really think if you follow everything in great detail and you take your time, there's no way you're not going to be able to see progress within like a couple months. So definitely keep doing your makeup. Do your makeup. Honestly, I feel like as a beginner, it might be hard, but try to do your makeup at least once a week or once every other week. That's really just how you're going to grow. There's no way you're going to do your makeup once a year and see growth. But the more you do it, the more progress you see. I hope this video was helpful. Hope you guys found some tips and tricks from this video. If you guys have any tips and tricks for me, feel free, leave them down below. If you guys have any products, just anything, leave them down below. But yeah, girl, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next video.